year though with San Fran, uh, the Rams, and the Seahawks. So I mean, I think early on, as I'm analyzing this game, I don't wish injury on anybody, but I think it's a good thing that it's probably going to be a good thing that Charbonnet is going to be out so that Kenneth Walker can get all the work. I think he's like sorely underrated running back. I think the world of Kenneth Walker ever since I saw him at Michigan State. I mean, and I think they're doing themselves a injustice by not giving him more carries, more work. So hopefully that turns out being a case where he's actually the true workhorse running back. You don't have to split times with Charbonnet, although I wish him a speedy recovery. But I mean, I, this is going to be a tough one because I just love the Seahawks defense, man. I think they can cause anybody trouble. But if I'm staying true to my picks, then I got to take the Rams in this game. I just think Matthew Stafford is a great. I like those wide receivers that they have. I mean, it's going to be a close game, man. That echo is crazy, man. And I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying that for the people listening. I know if I hear it, the people out there listening, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, the I'm a favor the Rams in this game. Even though I think the Seahawks are going to cause a lot of problems on defense, I just think it's the Rams' time, man. I just feel that way. If I'm picking with my head, I'm probably picking the Seahawks, but admittedly, I'm picking this one with my heart. So I'm gonna favor the Rams in this game.
This is another one of those that you spot. I mean, first off, it's in Seattle. That's not an easy place to play. But on that note, I need to highlight a comment here that our buddy Moss mentioned and let him know that I know Zach's a Seahawks guy, and that's cool, but they're not repping the 12th man, brother. They got sued for that. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. There's only one 12th man, brother. All right, so let's just go ahead and stop that. It's a hell of an environment in Seattle, though, to play in. Those fans are electric. I'm not going to lie. That is crazy. I'm with postgame. I think the Rams win this game very, very, very close. I'm not ready to give a score prediction on it yet, but I take the Rams to win it. I think Stafford's experience is going to pay off in a game like this. So I just that's where my head's leaning right now. So we'll see what happens, but I've got the Rams winning in a close one.
Well, Zach, you might be the only one going for your Seattle Seahawks, bro. Because I picked the Rams to make it to the Super Bowl when this thing first started, man, with the playoffs. I picked them to make it to the Super Bowl. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, I'm not confident in that at all. Once I seen that Seahawks defense these last couple of weeks, my man Byron Murphy on that defensive line wrecking havoc at 6'1", 295, 300 pounds. Hey, man, I want to change my pick so bad, but I got to go with what I said from the beginning. I think that the Rams are going to win a really, really close game. But if they don't run the ball better against the Seahawks, which they probably won't be able to do, then what they did against the Bears, they're going to be in some trouble, man, because they cannot leave it on the back of Matthew Stafford. Even though he's a veteran quarterback, he can do his thing. If they struggle like they did at points in that game, like they did against the Bears, the Seahawks won't walk them. But we got to remember they got Sam Darnold at the quarterback position, and we ain't 100% sold on Sammy. So I'm going with the Rams, man, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Well, I respect all of your opinions. And I honestly, you could be 100% correct. Stafford is amazing. I can't sugarcoat it any higher than that. That team is the only team in the NFL that terrifies me. And I'd say, well, I mean, we're in for something here. I mean, you can't write the storybooks even better. I mean, did I want to play the Bears? Absolutely. I think we would have had a similar game to the Niners if we played the Bears. They wouldn't know what to do. They've never played a defense like us. It would have been hard for them. But that's not where we're at. We are playing the Los Angeles Rams, the team that is our kryptonite. And I'd say, but hold that thought. We beat them. We came back from 16 points with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. What else can you say about that? I think what is going to stand out in this game that's going to be different than all the ones we played this season is now Sam knows he can beat the Rams. Sam has gotten over that hump in his mind. Because last year, obviously, in Minnesota, they got killed. And the first game that we played, he threw 4 picks. And we still had a chance to beat them in the fourth quarter with like a last-second field goal. If Sam plays mediocre, it could be a pick. It could be a game like he just had. He was like 12 for 17 for like 150 yards and no picks. We can rely on our 3 phases of football better than any other team in football does. Because we have a great special teams, probably the best with Rashid Shaheed right now. Our defense, arguably the best defense in football. And our offense just has to play mediocre. And the fact that Charbonnet's out definitely hurts. I'll say that in the front. But Kenneth Walker is our number 1 guy. He's going to be just fine. He had, I think, 120 yards and 3 touchdowns last game. That's all out of the fact that Charbonnet wasn't playing. So I think that we're going to be okay. And it's kind of hard to say that because, like, obviously it's Matthew Stafford, they have Puka, they have Devontae Adams, they have a loaded roster. But I think it'll come down to Sam. But Sam, I think, can do it because he's done it before. And he had never been able to say that. And the fact is that he's going to face them on the biggest stage to do it, to go to the big game. I think honestly he can do it if he plays mediocre. That's been my topic all year, and I've talked about how you can build a team around him and he will succeed. Obviously, we've had 3 losses this whole season, combined 9 points, which is unreal. It alls come down to last-second field goals or stupid plays in the end. And, I mean, you can't say much more about this team. I think if Sam just plays okay, he can throw a pick. I don't think this is going to be close.
Zach, if y'all make the Super Bowl, do you think y'all can beat the Patriots or the Broncos?
I don't think it would be even close. I would put my life savings on the fact that whoever wins this game is winning the Super Bowl. 10,000%. I mean, that we haven't lost, us or the Rams have not lost to an AFC team this whole season. And I don't think it'll change in Santa Clara.
I agree with that 100%. I think this is the Super Bowl this week.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I'm kind of curious, Robert. Why are you so showing all this love to Murphy?
Byron Murphy?
Yeah, why are you showing him all the love?
He's a Texas Longhorn.
Why aren't you showing any love for Jordan Whittington for the Rams?
Because
he's from Texas. Longhorn. Come on now.
Byron,
Sean, we probably got about 13 guys on these 4 teams, man. About 13 guys.
But you got to give Whittington the love too. You gave
I love Jordan Whittington. He's just not as much of a factor for the Rams as Byron Murphy is for the Seahawks.
I got one question for everybody. Should the Seahawks GM, John Schneider, win Executive of the Year? He's had great draft classes. He has built this defense to mock the Legion of Boom. He drafted Nick Emanwari. This could be the Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have Leonard Williams, a 12-year vet who's playing like it's his second year. We traded, or I think it was free agent, DeMarcus Lawrence, who's playing like it's his rookie year again. We have arguably two of the best corners with Devin Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen, and Josh Jobe is also a great one too. And then we have in the middle, Ernest Jones, all pro. Well, I mean, I don't understand how John finds these guys just randomly and from school to school. And like you can't look past that. And I think that he deserves to win like executive of the year. Let's see what your guys' thoughts are.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Seattle, hats off to y'all scouting department because y'all always seem to find players that everybody else aren't looking at. I gotta agree with Zach, man. I can't really think. Maybe New England's at second, but there is nobody. I think, yeah, I agree with you, Zach. I don't think anybody else has done as good of a job as he has. Accumulating talent, putting that team together. Sam Darnold, that quarterback, running backs. I mean, it's just he did a fabulous job. So off top, I can't think of anybody in that position that's made it as good as moves. So I'm gonna
Maybe
agree with Zach on this.
the Patriots guy is like the only one I can think
Yeah,
of, and maybe I mean the Browns, they're not doing anything, so I can't really count them.
no,
But
you
since the
can't count
Patriots are
them.
in that spot too, I think it's between us and them.
Yeah, that's
See,
that's why I mentioned as a close second. But first, I'm gonna have to give it to Seattle because I think more so with New England, it's more so coaching as opposed to Seattle's success. It's like everything. You know what I mean? So
I
Mike
think,
McDonald.
yeah, I think I'd have to go. Yeah, New England was on my list for sure. But since post game's already mentioned them, I like what the GM at the Texans has done in Houston. Draft, free agent pickups. I mean, that's so just to be somebody different. I would probably easily say those are the top three, though, for sure. For if you want to go the top three executives of the year, that has to be, to me, the top three. Um, and if the guy from Houston won it, I don't think you could argue. If New England, yeah, I don't think anybody could argue because there could be a case made for all three of them.
Who would you guys say is coach of the year?
It's got to be Vrabel's in New England. It has to be. Nobody saw New England doing this. Maybe getting into the playoffs, maybe. Not this.
yeah, I agree with Vrabel. And another team we got to take our hats off to is the Chicago Bears, man. Listen, starting with the coaching hire, that draft they had last season was cash money. The free agents they were able to pick up. I mean, you got to put the Chicago Bears in that argument as well. But coach, I'm with SEC style. I like what Vrabel has done. Rob, I think your team, the Titans, got rid of Vrabel a little bit too quick. Uh, but I mean, what he's been doing in New England is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, in terms of the Seahawks GM, the most important position that we all believe on the football field is the quarterback position. He could have probably stayed with Geno Smith. He probably could have matched that offer that the Raiders gave him and kept him. But he said, nah, get to stepping. We did all we could do with you last year. You only won this many games. They had a pretty solid team last year, too. But he went and got Sam Darnold, a guy who I thought my Titans was going to draft or was going to get in free agency before they drafted Cam Ward. I thought they was going to get him, let him be there for a couple of years, draft a quarterback, and let that quarterback sit behind Sam for a minute, but they didn't do that. But I think the fact that he made the move that he made to get the quarterback that he got probably puts him over the top of New England and the Houston Texans. As far as coach of the year, I'm going to throw the Carolina Panthers in there. If they only had a couple of more wins, they probably could compare with Vrabel and the coach at the Chicago Bears because their win totals to loss total is probably the deciding factor between them two winning it, either one of them winning it. But the way the Carolina Panthers was a dumpster fire the year before, to be on the brink of winning that division and making the playoffs, man, it says a lot about their GM and how he put some pieces around Bryce Young and how Bryce Young played this year. So I would throw the Carolina Panthers in there as well, but they probably didn't have enough wins to surpass New England and the Chicago Bears.
I'm going to say one more thing about this Coach of the Year thing. I know I'm biased with Mike McDonald, but I think the biggest thing is he is a second-year head coach. First season, we were 10-7 and just missed the playoffs. In his second year as a head coach, just in general, he was a defensive coordinator for the Ravens. He took us to the NFC Championship and won 14 games, or 15 technically. I think that, yes, Vrabel's a good coach, but he's been in the league too long to become Coach of the Year. I think it stands out with like Ben Johnson as well. I think Ben Johnson's over Vrabel. I think so is Mike McDonald because they are doing more with their teams. Yes, the Patriots are doing good, but Vrabel's a coach that's been in the league for a while. These guys have not. And so I think you should give it to more of the rookie coaches.
Good point. What about the AFC Championship game between the Patriots and the Broncos? Do the Broncos have a chance without their starting quarterback, Bo Nix, who was having ankle surgery if he didn't already have it already?
Go ahead, SEC.
We'll let Zach get this one first.
So here's my thoughts. It really sucks about Bo Nix. That's awful. You never want to see that happen, especially after the season they have, and their defense is obviously phenomenal. I mean, you can't do much better than that. And the Patriots, I think, they're a good team, but I think what is the hard thing to say about them is they're not impressive, but in a way they are, because they're getting all these wins, but you look at it and you're like, this just doesn't seem right. But I think the Patriots are going to win because they don't have Bo Nix. And personally, as a Seahawks fan, I would like to rewrite history and have us play the Patriots and kick the crap out of them, relive Pete Carroll's name of that horrendous call, and go win us a Super Bowl. But I think the Patriots are going to win, and they're going to play. I think it's not going to be close.
Mossberg, you want to jump in there real quick and answer that question?
It's good to see everybody this evening. I apologize about the background noise. I'm at work trying to get on before I get started. But with the AFC Championship game, the Patriots and the Broncos, I think it's tough to see Bo Nix go out with the injury like that, and just knowing the weight of the games, within itself. But just seeing the Patriots and what they're doing, seeing May from, watching him in the ACC in his Carolina days, to seeing him now in the New England Patriots, I thought he would be the guy to actually change this organization from their losing ways and bring them about. And the way they built this team around Drake May, I mean, you got to credit that organization as well. Hats off to what they do. Kraft is amazing at what he continues to do with that organization as well. But it's a team that's destined, and I think they're a team that could actually win it all. And they have players that's played in these AFC Championship games, and we see what Diggs is bringing to the table amongst other weapons that they have. And Stevenson, Travion Henderson, they definitely got to get some respect put on their names, because they definitely been coming in and handling business as well.
Yeah, good to see you in here too, Moss. Man, listen, I agree with Zach, man. It's New England is one of those teams where it just feels like they not supposed to be doing this. You know what I mean? Like it just don't feel right. But if you actually watch this team, this is a hell of a New England Patriots team. Like I love the fact they got Stephon Diggs and so many other receivers, but Drake May doesn't lock on to one receiver. He spreads like it every other week there's a different receiver going off. Like he doesn't just lock on to one guy. And their solid offensive line play, their running backs and Ramondre Stevenson and Henderson. That's a hell of a team. And we know Vrabel gonna bring a great game plan when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. So I mean, I like the Broncos. I think their defense is lights out as well. But them not having their quarterback, and I like Stidham. I think Stidham can slang it. And we all saw what happened with the type of run the Philadelphia Eagles went on when they lost Carson Wentz and they had to have Nick Foles step in. So can we see a repeat of that? I doubt it. So I'm a favor New England in this one. I know it feels like they're not supposed to make it this far, but I just like what I see out of Drake May and that coaching staff. So I'm gonna take New England.
I'm taking Denver without Knicks. I think Denver's defense is going to be the difference in it. Denver's at home. Not kind of the same home field advantage as you would get in a Seattle. But again, you're at elevation. And it's different to play there. And a little fact, if y'all don't know, when you come out of Denver's visiting locker room, there is all kinds of signs and warnings about elevation and all this stuff and how it affects you and all this when you're walking down the tunnel. That's what you see. So it's in your head. I like Stidham. I've liked him since the kid played high school ball at Stephenville High School in Texas. So I'm pulling for him. I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm going to pull for the Texas kid. Why not? So I like Denver. I like their defense. I think Stidham makes enough plays to get it done.
My man Doug said with Sean, he said Denver, rally around Stidham, right coach the game, the right game plan for him. So I'm going with the Broncos too. Sort of for the same reasons SEC Sean is. He's going with the Texas guy instead of him. But I'm going with them 6 Texas Longhorns that they got on that Denver Broncos team. I feel like Denver and Coach Sean Payton are going to be able to give Stidham the running game he's going to need. They're going to give him the scheme that he needs in order to manage this game and to win it, and rely on that defense to do what they do.